Hello everyone, in this video we are discussing the rule of counter offer on Hyde vs Wrench case.
Hi, my name is Wrench. It has been almost 3 years, and I still cannot find any idea of what I'm going to do with this land. I think I want to sell this land to someone who really needs.
Hi, my name is Hyde. Actually, I'm looking for empty farm to start my new business.
Hi, Mr. Hyde, I am wanting to sell my estate at Luddenham to you.
Oh, that's fantastic, Mr. Wrench. I am that glad you are making an offer with me. I would love to buy your estate at Luddenham.
I am willing to sell my land at initial offer, $1,200. What do you think about this offer, Mr. Hyde?
I think that is quite expensive, Mr. Wrench. I would not buy it at that price.
Right, Mr. Hyde, after further consideration, I have decided to lower the price to $1,000. I hope that sounds good to you. This will be the lowest price that I am willing to consider. I would not alter my prices any further.
I am sorry, Mr. Wrench, the price that you are offering again is quite expensive for me. I would like to decline the $1,000 offer for your Luddenham estate. Mr. Wrench, how about you sell it to me for $950?
Mr. Hyde, after taking a few days to consider your offer of $950 of my Luddenham estate, I have decided to not accept your offer of $950. The price that you are offering is too low for me to sell. As such, I am not interested in selling my Luddenham property to you anymore, Mr. Hyde.
All right, Mr. Wrench, I will pay $1,000 as you offered previously for your land.
Sorry, Mr. Hyde. I have made up my mind in this decision of mine. I am not interested anymore in selling my Luddenham estate to you.
This is not right, Mr. Wrench. You said you are selling your land at $1,000 at first, and I am also willing to pay it. But now, you are refusing to sell your land. Guess, I will file a case against you for breaking our contract.
Mr. Wrench, can you please state your initial offer to Mr. Hyde?
Yes, Your Honor. I offered to sell my farm to Mr. Hyde for $1,000.
And Mr. Hyde, what was your response?
I considered the offer too high, Your Honor. So, I made a counteroffer of $950.
Mr. Wrench, how did you respond to Mr. Hyde's counteroffer?
I refused his counteroffer, Your Honor, and I did not lower my price.
Mr. Hyde, after Mr. Wrench refused your counteroffer, what did you do?
I then attempted to accept his original offer of $1,000, Your Honor.
And what was the issue with that, Mr. Wrench?
Your Honor, Mr. Hyde turned down my initial offer by putting up a counteroffer. It was therefore no longer up for acceptance.
Alright. The court decides in Mr. Wrench's favor. As a result of Mr. Hyde's counteroffer, the initial offer was rejected and became void. As such, Mr. Wrench had good reason to refuse Mr. Hyde. The court is adjourned.
It is undisputed in the eyes of the law that to be legally binding and enforceable, an acceptance must be absolute and unqualified. In instances when there is a certain alteration in the original terms and conditions of the offer made, the original offer simply terminates. It is the discretion on the part of the offeree to accept or decline the offer made to him by the offeree. In any case, if the offeree rejects the original terms of the offer and alters it and forms new terms and conditions, that amounts to a counteroffer, and there is no lawful way that the offeree can go back to the original offer, and therefore, the offerer is not bound by the law to carry out the specific performance of the original offer. The court ruled in favor of Mr. Wrench. This is because Mr. Hyde had already refused the earlier $1,000 offer that Mr. Wrench offered to him. This made the $1,000 offer come to an end, resulting in no contract obligation between Mr. Wrench and Mr. Hyde. This, Mr. Hyde's reasoning was found to be ungrounded and bypassed, thus allowing Mr. Wrench to attest his legal position that no contract was made between both of them, and that he had the right to withdraw himself from Mr. Hyde's acceptance of his earlier $1,000 offer for the Luddenham estate. And so, Hyde's attempt to secure Wrench's property came to an end. There is no valid contract between the parties for the purchase of this land. There exists no obligation of any sort between the parties. Thus, the case of Mr. Wrench versus Mr. Hyde comes to an end.